Hi, Watch, Learn, Play friends. It's another week, week 2 of January, and I am here to tell you what is updated in the membership this week. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen this week so you can see up close and personal. And I got this all worked out so I could do it nice and quick. So if you remember last week, I went over how to make these color scheme pages using magazine covers. Well, I've been really having fun making art journal pages using these color schemes as my guide. And so this week I do a messy mandala art journal page with this Flow magazine as my color scheme guide. And so that was fun. I've got a lot of these art journal pages to come, so I'm not going to show you those yet, but there's a few more of these coming up in the next few weeks, art journal pages using those color scheme guides. Another one in the watercolor section. This could be in the drawing section. So I'm finding a lot of times that they go between sections, which is interesting. So watercolor and drawing. This was the patterned watercolor peony or something like that. Watercolor peony with pattern. And if you don't want to do the Zentangle type patterning on the peony, it would look lovely with just the line drawing on it. But here is my peony. And I didn't end up going in and filling in all of the sections, but I definitely have more patterns that I could do in there. But I kind of dig it the way that it looks right there. And so I left it. And then finally, I did another pass using my mixed media prompt cards. So remember the prompt cards and being able to pull them and pick from them as far as are they beginning, middle, or end of the process. That was one of the lessons from a few weeks back. So the prompt cards box gave you the idea of putting these tabs on them as well. So I did another pass of doing a mixed media prompt cards background, and I really like the way this came out. I'm probably going to take this and turn it into postcards, but for now it makes great background, one that I have scanned and I have used. Well, you can see I used it here as a recycle your artwork sort of project where I just printed it out and used it as the cover for my box because I gave my original box away. And so anyway, that is the 3 lessons for this week. I already have some going for next week. Let me go back to there we go. I already have some going for next week. So I'm working on the structure inside the classroom so that I can continue to add as my workflow allows me to add things in the beginning of the week, middle of the week, and so on. So you'll notice that it's shifting a little bit. It's still going to be listed as January, and all the lessons that I add in there, I'm going to add them in with the category. So the different categories that we have, let me just remind you of what those are. The different categories that we have within Watch, Learn, Play are art journaling, art process general, bookmaking, drawing, mark making, and lettering, the mixed media pantry, repurposing your art, and watercolor. So within those categories, I will be adding lessons each month. But you will see that category first, and then the date of the lesson, and then the name of the lesson, and then you can click in there. So I'm just working with the structure that Teachable gives me and trying to make it super easy for you to find things, and that way we can create a catalog of things so that it doesn't get so unwieldy and really overwhelming. I want to keep it pretty simple, make it really easy for you to find what's new and where to start. So if you are just starting with us, which I know we have a few that are just starting, brand new, thank you so much for joining us in Watch, Learn, Play. If you are just starting, I would highly recommend going to the mixed media prompts section and work your way through those. If you're interested in mixed media in any way, shape, or form, those are really fun lessons, and that's a great place to start. If you're interested in any specific categories that I just mentioned, you can go back and look at lessons from last year. Otherwise, all the new stuff is going to be at the top in the classroom. At the top, all the January lessons are in there, and that's the way we're doing it going forward. So hopefully you caught all of that and you jump in and watch a lesson or two or all three this week. And we will see you on Monday. Remember, we have Monday office hours that you can hop on and just work along and work on any of these lessons and just play and listen and communicate and talk with us Monday at 4:30 Pacific time. And otherwise, we will see you sometime soon. All right. Bye, guys.